Is this your first time to Moscow?
I have been to Moscow before. I was here about a year and a half ago. We had a really great time, so I knew that I had to come back. I think everyone was really special for everyone. So,
how would you describe your music style?
It's hard for people to describe it because it's hard for me to describe it even. It's sort of a punk rave music that is, it's like, I use a lot of dark sounds, but it's really optimistic and bright and happy too. It's dance music with like a totally punk mindset, kind of. Anything goes, like real sloppy but calculated.
What are your plans for the future?
Well,
are you just kind of traveling around?
Yeah, I just put out a new album that came out in July, so it's still really new. I'm focusing on that kind of. Had time to work on anything.
How is your music received in other countries or even in different areas of the U.S.?
It works better in big cities, I guess, but also my music works in like really small venues, and also it can work in large places too. So I love touring around America. I can play like smaller DIY places. I can play in someone's living room or something now. It's hard for me to think, like I don't have any sort of 5-year plan or anything like that. It's very much what I'm interested in at the moment. My album before last was called Dark Rift. That was the more album about outer space, sort of consciousness. This new album is more about just like physical sensations, understanding the physical world through touching it with your hands, basically. Sexuality and sensuality.
What are the biggest influences on your work?
It's always hard for me to sort of like name check inspirations because it's real all over the place.
Yeah.
I love pop music. I'm really inspired by pop music and like, you know, mainstream sort of like global dance music. I love cheesy trance music and just very mainstream sort of like dumbed down house music and stuff. That's a really big influence on me, like big room house music. And yeah, I love hip-hop on the radio, you know, American pop music. The lines of what is sort of mainstream and underground now, at least in America, are getting very, very blurred. All the radio artists and stuff are looking at the underground to seeing what's happening, and then they start copying it, and then it's on the radio really fast, and vice versa. All the kids in the underground, they're sort of like wanting to make pop music, skewed, strange pop music, but it's a really interesting time now. You know, no one's selling any records, so everyone's sort of experimenting and
maybe getting more creative because of that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good.
It's a good time for music right now. It's really strange.
Are you visiting other places in Russia?
I'm going to St. Petersburg tomorrow, and I was in the city Kazan before here, so it's sort of like a little Russian vacation.
Thank you so much for joining us. Good luck.
What's up, Russia?